I hope 2025 has been off to a great start. So, wishing all of you again a very, very happy new year. Um, I'm sure your SEO journey and your businesses, they have got a good head start in 2025. And of course, we are very excited about this year. A lot of advancements in technology are happening. Search, of course, is evolving at a rapid pace as well. And the good thing is, like, the fundamentals, as we see, working with, like, so many users, thousands of websites, we see fundamentals holding on very, very strong. The focus of the brands remain intact in terms of, like, how to sort of face SEO in 2025. So that's a great news. Uh, we see there were, like, minor updates towards end of last year by Google, and that seems to have settled. A lot of folks we've seen have got to a good increase in traffic as well. I think that's coming back for a lot of folks. So yeah, that's great. Uh, do all of you know that what we are sort of like launching today? Anybody would like to sort of like share uh, what we are sort of launching today? No? Okay. All right. Okay, cool. All right. So we are going to launch, rather it would be available in your platform as well. A lot of users who are already like paying users, they would already be able to see the things that we have launched, and I'll walk you through what we are launching and why we have launched that, right? So let me start with teams, right? So everybody, all of us work with our team members. Some of us would be working with VAs or our writers, could be in-house or external, or so on and so forth, right? These could be strategists, content teams, etc. Now, one issue that used to come in while working with ScaleNuts editor was the collaboration existed, but there was a scope of taking it to a new level, right? Like, how can we give that experience like Google Docs when you're working with like ScaleNut editor and collaborating with your team members, right? So we have solved for that. That's number one, where now you will be able to seamlessly collaborate with your team members. Number two, as all of us know, right, we create a lot of content, and over a period of time we might have hundreds and thousands of pages, uh, and a lot of times we miss what we should update, right? So there is a lot of data that comes from GSE, a lot of data that you would be able to see in GA4 as well, but it's very difficult to periodically figure out, okay, these are the pages that we should go back and refresh. And Google loves refreshed, right? Because it gives them signal that, okay, the website or the brand is of authority. They focus on, it's an active website as well. So that's something we have solved, where you would be able to now identify what are the pages that you should focus on, where the opportunities would be there. Without creating new content, you can actually go ahead and, like, find out these are the pages that we should be optimizing for. And obviously, with our auto optimizer, you can obviously optimize them using AI as well. So that's the biggest update, and I'll walk you through that as well. And lastly, for folks who run on WordPress today, we have launched the first version of our WordPress plugin. I would invite all of you to sort of test it out. So whatever post that you have within WordPress, you will be able to check the SEO score for all the posts. You will be able to see the gaps within the WordPress editor itself. So there are these three major updates that have come in. And we have first question from Frank, which is like Shopify plugin. So we have Shopify Publisher already available. Frank, in case you have not tested that out, I would invite you to test that out, Shopify Publisher, where you can auto schedule your posts directly on Shopify account. But if you talk about, let's say, native Shopify app, that's something that's not there right now. But as we move forward, we get more feedback. Happy to build that as well. All right, so shall we go ahead? All right, let me just share my screen and I'll walk you through these things. Moment. And feel free to drop in your questions in the Q&A section. I'll take those questions in between as well as once we end the session as well. All right. Is my screen visible? Yeah. All right. Yeah, we got a confirmation. Thank you, Frank. Really helpful. Okay. So first thing first, if you see the content audit, that's on your left nav. It would already be available in your accounts. This is the latest edition, very important module, I would say. So we already had article writer, one of the, I would say, one of the best article writers in the space. So you already have that content optimizer, keyword planner, which is essentially your topic cluster tool, traffic analyzer that basically helps you analyze traffic, and content audit. So this basically takes your inventory of pages and it would analyze, for its SEO score and the opportunities. Okay. Now to start with, my domain is already connected, but for you, you will have to connect your domain. Very simple. You just like connect your GSE and it will be up and running. A short disclaimer, since a lot of pages have to be analyzed, so typically it takes anywhere between 5 to 15 minutes for everything to come in, right? For the and if there are like a lot of users, that might take like a little bit more time, but 5 to 15 minutes is a good estimate. Now, what it does is it takes out the inventory, right? Like, so for now, what we have done is we have taken the top 100 pages. I'll just like for now /blog, right? I can easily search from the search box here. I am focusing predominantly on the blog pages. It has given me like these blog pages. You can also see the URL. Okay, these are the URLs for now. Okay, I'll hide. It has given me SEO score for all of them, the current position in the US for this domain, the traffic and the impressions. So it gives all that information, how's the CTR and everything. Most importantly, it gives me the ranking opportunities as well. So if I see there are 29 ranking opportunities from these 100 pages that it has analyzed, and these are the pages that can give higher boost in terms of traffic. So it's a combination of where our current score is and what could be the potential of the traffic, right? So it's more of like, low effort, high impact kind of combination through which we find these ranking opportunities. And from here, all we need to do is we need to start optimizing. For example, how to find sitemap, step-by-step guide. It says your score is 62, position is 51. I definitely would like to sort of improve it. All I need to do is like click optimize from here and it would start optimizing my content, right? I'll just complete this workflow and go back to content audit. So this is the content optimizer module that will open. It has picked my entire content and it has also shown the score that we had. And if you see, there are a lot of gaps in this particular piece. Now I can go ahead and fix these one by one, or of course, some of you who had sort of seen our previous release webinars or are aware of the platform, there is an auto optimize functionality as well that can sort of like fix the entire piece in one go, right? I can also see a lot of other things, extremely rich information in terms of, let's say, gaps and gains as well, where and this is extremely important. That's why I would like to cover this in this new era of search, where a lot of searches are happening, both like in Google and LLMs, which are like long tail queries. It's very important to make your content rich, and to do that, what we try to give you the gaps compared to your top competitors. Now, what are the gaps that exist? For example, checking the CMS of the website for sitemap. Now, this is a heading that doesn't exist in our article. I'll just remove this. So this is something that one should add. Also, most importantly, gains. Now, these are, for example, 4 suggestions given by the platform, which nobody else has covered as well. So there's an opportunity where you can sort of like outrank in terms of the comprehensiveness compared to like your competing articles, right? So gaps and gains, you get all this information in the auto optimizer, and of course, like I said, you can go ahead and do auto optimization as well, where uh, uh, all you need to do is actually just like click next, next, next. Otherwise, you can also sort of customize what you really want to fix. The way we build products is we give a lot of control. So that's what we have done here. You can manage your NLP key terms. You can choose whether you want to enable internal linking, alt text, etc., etc. So I'll just choose this for now. Now, okay, so okay, I'll just skip this for now. We'll skip the internal linking to, and auto optimizer, again, what it would do is it would sort of find the right outline based on everything that we discussed, gaps and gains, the NLP terms that should be present in your H2s and H3s. So it will create the right outline, and from there you sort of like so yeah. So this is sort of the new outline that you would see. It will create the content. It would take some time, and then you will have the optimized content, right? So this is like auto optimization. You can also highlight the changes that you will see. So for example, if you see, system has added these H3s and H2s and these questions as well in the new outline, right? Some of the things it has retained. Okay, so all right, I'll go back to I'll go back to Content Audit. Okay, right. So Content Audit, like you said, so one of the pieces that is already, getting optimized, and I can quickly start optimizing rest of my pieces, or my team can start optimizing, right? Now that, our teams can collaborate even seamlessly, so we should be able to do it. Also, for example, you want to add more pages, right? Like you want to add select pages. So all I need to do is like click here, and so currently I have a limit of 1,000 pages. 100 are already analyzed, 900 credits are left, and out of these 900, 440 pages are found. So in our domain there are another 440 pages. I can add, of course, like all of them depending upon my credits, or I can say I want to add another top 10, and it will sort of like update pages from here, right? So that's what it does. Content optimizer. So one snapshot will give you entire information about your entire domain, right? So it makes it very, very easy for you to pick the pages that you should be sort of optimizing. I'll take a pause in case any questions so far. Of course, we can also take up questions towards the end, but yes, I'll be happy to answer anything. Yes, I see some questions already being there. Yeah. So Jana is asking, has the optimizer been updated in the past? I would receive a warning that word count needed to be increased before scale not could edit. So what happens? Okay, the question is, in certain cases, the optimizer would require, or it would not sort of optimize the content if the web page you're trying to optimize has a very less content, right? So it does not has enough to work with. In that case, it is better to sort of like create new piece of content. So typically that's how it works. So for example, there is a keyword, we know, okay, ideally there should be 1,000 words for this specific keyword by looking at SERP, and your content is, let's say, 200 keywords. So it might not work in that case. It's better to create a new article rather than optimizing the old one itself. So that's what happens, Chana. Okay, has the file name, so another question, has the file name change issue upon uploading to WordPress been fixed? I'll have to check this, Kim. I'm not aware of this particular issue, but I've taken a note, and we'll sort of like come back on this one. All right. Yes, Chana, I think there is a question. We'll take a question. Let me see the question here. Thanks, Frank. The SEO scores don't appear on my screen. Um, Tharia, the SEO score. So are okay. Would it be possible if you can just ping us on the live chat? Somebody would be able to just have a quick look. What would be the issue? We would just need a screen, probably just a screen grab for us to understand that piece a little bit more. Okay, there's another. All right, yeah, Tharia, if you can do that, yeah. Uh, Thanks, Frank. So, Frank, like, thanks for appreciating this. Yeah. So, Frank, you can just like email it to us. What you're looking for, and would be happy to figure things out for sure. Yeah. All right. So another very important update. Let's say, for example, I'll go to marketing strategy, right? So this is an article, this is an existing article that we already have, right? Like that already have fairly well optimized, right? Now, when we are working, so like I said, now we work in teams a lot of times, or we have certain external folks, content teams whom we want to collaborate with. So for example, um, this is the first draft that we have got, and we want to leave certain comments for my team members, for them to have a look at, right? So all I need to do is, for example, I want to, my team member to sort of like edit this particular section, right? So this H3. So I'll just select this and I'll add a comment here. So I'll add a comment. So all my team members whom we have added, right? So all I need to do is at the rate. So there are these 3 team members, Sam, MJ, Mayank. So MJ and Mayank are same, right? Sam. So I'll just tag Sam. Then can you please redo this section, right? And I'll go ahead and comment this. Okay, now this would be Sam would get an email as well about this. Now, let me see if I can show it to you. Okay, let me just share. Okay, so this is Sam. So I got an email that I've been mentioned. So I'll go ahead and open the document. Let's close this. All right. Now there are 2 things to note here. Right at the top, I see Mayank, that is the other account. Mayank is already on the document, so I can see that that person is already on the document as well. And I can see the comments here. So if I click here, I can see the latest comment, which is, Sam, can you please redo this section? And it scrolled me here. And I'll say, absolutely. All right. Right. So I'll reply. Sam will get, Mike will get a notification as well. We'll go back. Let's see, just a second. All right. Yeah. So also what I see is that Sam is already on this document, right? Right here, and also here. So Sam is currently working the document, and there is a comment here. In addition, all the versions are also saved. So you can see the version history. Whenever there is an edit that is made by anybody, you will see all the versions as well. So it just makes it very, very easy, and just ensures that you don't lose any history in case you want to sort of like restore any specific one, right? So now whether you're working with 1 team member or 10 team members, you can easily sort of like collaborate with them. So yeah, pretty much like Google Docs, if not better. Again, I'll take a pause in case any questions, I'll take them up. Any questions? Okay, let me just check. When we'll see auto optimize keywords on a page with the fixed tab. So Frank's question is auto optimize keywords on a page. So Frank, I'm not sure of the question, but auto optimize feature that you see, it auto optimizes the keywords as well, right? That already happens unless I'm misunderstanding a question. Please correct me if that's not what you meant. Let me just share the screen again. Okay. Okay, let me just share my screen, Frank. All right, Sachin, are you on a paid plan? Are you trying it out? I'll just ping the team as well. Okay. No, so Sachin, this is I mean this particular feature that's available. Like, or I'm not sure on which plan you are in, but you should be able to access. I'm anyway getting it checked, so it should not be an issue. It's available in your growth and pro plans as well. I mean, both the plans has content audit feature, so I'll get this checked anyhow. All right, so somebody wants to see how to get the version history. I'll show it again. All right. So this is a document. Right at the top, you will see three things. One, who is the collaborator who is already on the document other than you? So here we see along with me, Sam is also on this particular document. All the comments. So this is a comment history that you see. And you can also like filter the comments like in terms of open. So this is open and the other one was resolved. So you can see all the comments and the version history. The third one that you see here, this has all the versions. So you will see the old versions. You'll see like older versions as well. So yeah, you will be able to see this. And if you want, you can restore that particular version if required. Okay. All right. Last thing I would love to show it to you is the WordPress. For the folks who are on WordPress, what they will be able to do now. All you need to do is like get the Skillnet plugin from the App Store, and once you sort of install and log in, you will be able to see the SEO scores, etc., of all the posts that you have. So, for example, all the posts that you have in WordPress, open any post and click on Scale plugin. And now there are a couple of options. So one, I want to analyze this particular post, and I've never analyzed it earlier. So I'll create a new SEO report, or I can sort of override the existing content. So for now, let me just create a new SEO report. So for a particular keyword, I can optimize this. So for example, let's say, standing pattern, right? Like let's say this is a keyword. I'll go ahead and create a report. What it would do is it will analyze my content and give me the SEO score and all the issues that might be there with this particular piece. So you don't have to leave your WordPress editor to see how your sort of score is changing, right? Pretty handy, completely free. It's available across all plans, or if you're not on a particular plan as well, you can always install this, and pretty handy for you to and your team members to sort of optimize content. So it takes some time for it to sort of like analyze the content. So while it is doing that, let's take up any questions. Okay, so Kim's question is, can we use clusters from SEMrush there too? Okay, so Kim, are you looking at like sort of clusters, like how to create topic clusters? Okay, so let me just try it. Okay, yeah. So let me just quickly uh, walk you guys through on the clusters as well. So we have one of the best topic clusters tool. The primary difference is we don't do semantic clustering, right? Like, so what I mean by that is we don't try to club keywords that sound or that are sort of like similar, right? We do clustering based on SERP similarity, where the search intent is same. That's how we do clustering, and that's extremely powerful, and that's how it should be done. So all you need to do, for example, Kim, start with any. Okay, so I'll share it here. So for example, you can take any, let's say SEO strategy is the keyword, SEO strategy 2025. I can enter my domain skinner.com. I can enter any other domain, let's say hrefs.com or semrush.com as well. They are like large players, but that's completely okay. I can select the geography and I can hit plan, right? So what it would do is, for this specific keyword SEO strategy 2025, it will not only create the clusters that I should be focusing on, it would also tell me where I am ranking, the others are not, and vice versa. Where Href, SEMrush are ranking, I'm not ranking. So that gives me a brilliant head start to say, okay, these are the opportunities that I should be going for. So for example, let me just open this report. Okay, too specific, so it has very small volume. So let's pick it. It did create 3 clusters, but let's say if I were to pick another one, let's say simple SEO strategy, and everything remains the same. So let's wait it out. In the meantime, let me see if there are any questions. Okay, that's what you mean, Kim. No, you can't insert the clusters from SEMrush in the WordPress interface, but you should test out the clusters in Scalar as well. We have tested out extensively, and for the same keywords, if you can test it out and let me know, like, if you find our quality, how's the quality compared to, let's say, SEMrush. At least the folks have said, like, a lot of our users, they find it like superior. Okay, let me just open this, because it's very, very actionable. It gives you so okay, let me just show it to you. So for this specific keyword, it has given me 86 clusters, high impact clusters from almost like 1300 keywords. These clusters are also categorized in the ranking status. So for example, there are clusters that are untapped. Untapped are the ones that are untapped by us, Hrefs, and SEMrush. For example, SEO strategy consulting. It has search volume 180 and a keyword difficulty 45. So not very high keyword difficulty, decent search volume. We should definitely create an article here. This particular cluster is shared. That means we are also ranking, they are also ranking. The ranks could be different. And if I want to go ahead and optimize, I can also optimize this. SEO strategies, for example, this is something which is high search volume. We are missing, Hrefs is missing, but SEMrush is ranking for this, right? So I can sort of just look at the untapped ones to start with, saying that, hey, you know what, like, these are the ones I would like to first start with because nobody's ranking. And then I would go ahead and look at the missing ones, where I'm completely missing, followed by the shared. I don't have to do anything for the unique ones. I hope you'll find it useful. I would love you to try it out, Kim, and let me know, like, how you find it, right? Okay, I'll go back to this WordPress plugin that you saw. Like this particular post, it has given me the SEO score. So SEO score is 66 right now, suggested 70 plus, and it will show this all the things that you see Scale Nuts editor. The gaps, for example, the missing NLP key terms, the current usage, for example, is 26. These are the ones that are missing. So, whoever is working on the document can easily sort of like look at these pieces that or keywords that are missing, similarly with meta tags and URL, and start fixing, and it will sort of like update the SEO score then and there. So this is like I would say the first version of our WordPress plugin, completely free. So feel free to give it a try. Alrighties. Let's see if there are. Okay, so another question is, are there any plans to add creative writing for home pages? For example, Skillnet is great for blogs and articles, but feedback I receive from our clients want more creative writing for the homepage writing and about pages. Yes, this is a feedback that we have been getting as well. So landing pages, service pages, home pages, how can Skillnet help there? Right now, it doesn't. I'll tell you the problem. The problem is, so Skillnet's focus is predominantly on SEO, right? Now these service pages, um, uh, like a lot of times on home pages, these are after the visitors have come, they're more focused on conversions, and hence we have not picked that. But we have got a lot of this feedback, and definitely team is exploring this. If we can sort of build something out there. Another question, does the WordPress plugin optimize edit copy? If you mean auto optimize, it doesn't auto optimize, but you get the scores as then and there. So manually you optimize, and then sort of you will see the score right there. But like I said, this is the first version. As we get more feedback, we'll definitely build more things, including, let's say, auto optimize functionality as well. But yes, that's definitely in the pipeline. One thing we are definitely excited about. Okay. Any other question? All right, perfect. Definitely, Kim would definitely, so we will include the personal experience from the business. I highly recommend a copywriting class for this. AI wants solve. Yes, definitely, sir. Definitely, Kim, for sure. So somebody's asking if there is a plugin for Magento. No, there is not. I think WordPress is the first one. I think the next ones that would be in the pipeline would be most likely Shopify and Webflow. Now we get, yeah, definitely. But yes, these are the largest CMSs, so those would be the next ones in most of our users. Wix definitely, yeah, so Wix would also be there for sure, for sure. Absolutely. But I'm very excited for folks here to test out these. This would make content optimization, which is extremely important as we go forward, right? Like we all create a lot of content, but identifying which are the pieces that we should optimize, and then actually taking them to the optimization workflow. I hope it makes your life slightly more easier. And you guys do share some feedback with us once you test it out. We are all ears. And yeah, looking forward to sort of hearing back. But yes, any questions I would love to answer. Anything anybody has with related to Scalar overall product, related to SEO, or about our current release. So happy to answer anything that you have in mind. All right, then I think that's pretty much it. In that case, we will conclude, and you guys will also receive an email detailing out and the help articles and everything, how to use these. But thanks, Frank. Really appreciate. So Frank loves the product. Really appreciate that. Uh, all right, have a lovely rest of the day. Um, yeah, and do reach out in case there are any questions.